The Industrial Revolution first emerged in the English Midlands. Its most potent symbol was a new kind of architecture: the factory.
This cotton mill, hidden away in the Derbyshire countryside, was the world's very first fully fledged modern factory. It was built in the 1770s by the entrepreneur Richard Arkwright, and it was designed around his greatest invention, the water frame, a machine that used the power of flowing water to drive looms that produced cotton yarn cheaper and faster than anybody ever had.
That makes this factory the birthplace of mass production. Here, industry forced nature to bow before the ambitions of mankind. But from now on, industry would also demand that human beings submit to the needs of the machine, working in shifts around the clock. Arkwright was so proud of his cotton mill, he had it painted by the artist Joseph Wright of Derby.
What really fascinated Wright of Derby was not all the machinery and the hard labour of the Industrial Revolution, but the ideas that drove it. And these were the great ideas of the Enlightenment, a faith in reason and in scientific method, an unquenchable thirst for knowledge, and an unshakable belief in progress.
It was this idea, that science believed it was creating a brave new world, that lay at the heart of one of Wright's most celebrated paintings. A travelling scientist has placed a bird in a glass bell jar and begun to pump out the air. Deprived of oxygen, the bird begins to suffocate. The onlookers respond with a mix of fascination and horror. This is science as the new religion, with the power over life itself. But Wright also hints at the great fear of the age, that science, the machine, and progress all come at a cost. Would those who dared to stand in the way of progress be sacrificed, like the bird in the air pump? As the 18th century drew to a close, one momentous event would mark the start of a new, zealous export of Enlightenment ideas to other cultures. In the summer of 1798, a French army led by Napoleon Bonaparte invaded Egypt. In military terms, Napoleon's objectives were clear: to gain strategic advantage over the British and expand France's imperial ambitions.
But the invasion of this ancient land was about much more than just military strategy. Many Europeans regarded Egypt as the birthplace of civilization. They believed that ideas that had first been nurtured here under the pharaohs had been passed down through ancient Greece, through the Roman Empire, through the Renaissance, all the way down to modern Enlightenment France. So by invading Egypt, Napoleon was leading France back to the source of civilization.
To uncover the secrets of ancient Egypt, Napoleon brought with him 167 of France's most brilliant scientists, mathematicians, engineers, and artists. They set about studying every aspect of the country they'd conquered, especially the ancient ruins that lay half buried beneath the sand. They would publish their findings in a monumental, multi-volume work, The Description of Egypt. It documented this lost world and its as yet undeciphered hieroglyphics for the tantalization of the West. Napoleon's team of experts also fueled an archaeological race to unearth the treasures of the ancient world. Many of those treasures ended up in the new museums of Europe and North America, displayed in the Enlightenment spirit of learning for the betterment of a wider public.